The guy walks into the bakery, hungry, looking with his eyes. And the baker asks him, "What would you like?" He says, "I'd like the 7-layer cake. I'd like the cream eclair. I'd like the cheese danishes full with cheese and vanilla pudding. But I will take a diet rye bread, please." There's a difference between what we like, what we want, what we desire, and what we ought to do, what we're responsible to do, what we should be doing. It's no difference when it comes to serving Hashem. Let's talk a little bit about today's special day, Tu B'Shvat, the 15th day of Shvat. It's the day of the trees and the fruits. You know, when it comes to eating, think about fruit. Think about what fruit means to you. Well, when we talk about responsible eating, we usually talk about wheat and barley and breads and grains and potatoes. And these days we talk about quinoa and proteins. We talk about fun eating, fruit, succulent fruit, pomegranates and peaches and pears and dates and figs, oozing with fructose, with sugar, with mangoes, with color, with they're really pleasurable things. When you talk about fruit, you're talking about pleasurable eating. You know, when it comes to studying Torah, there's two kinds of Torah. There's the Torah that's the staple, the dependable, the things that you have an orderly responsibility to learn, Jewish law, and the weekly Parsha, and the Talmud, and the Rambam, and all kinds of things that are very serious and important, holy, telling you how to live your life as a Jew. And then there are parts of Torah that are they're like fruit. They're sweeter, they're uplifting, they're inspirational, they're intriguing, they're engaging, they're compelling. They're not always necessarily the same topics of Torah that you may be always engaging in. So it's important when you talk about serving Hashem, connecting to Hashem through study of Torah. On this day, when we celebrate the fruit, try and make sure that you also engage in learning Torah in an enjoyable way, in a topic that you have motivation for. Of course, study all the things you always study, that you need to study to teach you how to lead a proper Jewish life, and to study the weekly portion and the Talmud and the Rambam and all of that. But make sure you have in your life some fruit, some succulents, something juicy, something enjoyable, something sweet, something intriguing, uplifting, inspirational, compelling. And it goes that way with mitzvahs too, by the way. We have the mitzvahs that they are, well, we have 613 mitzvahs. The mitzvahs are the cornerstone of our life. If God says to do it, we have to do it. He's God. We are the created beings. It's the greatest gift in the world to be able to have instructions from the Almighty and be able to fulfill them. But granted, out of the 613 mitzvahs, there are some mitzvahs that we do out of a sense of obligation. We ought to do them, we need to do them, we're instructed to do them. They're commandments, after all. There's a commander, and the commander tells us, the commandees, to do the commandments. But then out of the mitzvahs, there's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever amount it is, that for you personally are enjoyable. You have a motivation towards them. Some people love feeding poor people. Some people love, another kind of mitzvah. There's so many kinds of mitzvahs, and you will, when you make an honest appraisal, you will get the understanding within yourself that there's some you really enjoy more. Remember, we got to do them all. On this day where we celebrate fruit, enjoyment, let's highlight and find the area of serving God through the mitzvahs where we can do it enjoyably, with motivation, with upliftingness, with relish, with fun. Have fun doing a mitzvah. Especially important when it comes to the kids. Yes, there are some things we have to teach our kids. You've got to do them. That's just the way it is. But if we can make it fun, if they can have fun while doing a mitzvah, if serving God can be the most enjoyable thing, for kids it works by giving them a prize, by making sure that on Shabbos they get something special to eat and to drink, and they look forward to it. But treat yourself to a mitzvah that you enjoy. Indulge in it. You know what you'll discover? Just like eating food. It's healthy and it's enjoyable. Doing a mitzvah in an enjoyable way is a connection to God. And you to have so much fun doing it. So you want to talk about having fun in life? Do mitzvahs. Especially do them all. But when you find a mitzvah you really have enjoyment from, make that the cornerstone of your life. Just, indulge in that mitzvah. Some people indulge in themselves in a coffee or in a whiskey or all kinds of indulgences, permissible indulgences I'm talking about. How about indulging yourself and having fun in a mitzvah you really like? Hey, aren't you getting carried away with that mitzvah? Somebody may tell you, says, you know what? I love this mitzvah. I'm passionate about it. And I'm indulging myself in the mitzvah. You're not indulging yourself, my friend. You're forging a connection with the Almighty. The mitzvah is a connector with God. Go ahead. Let's make sure that we have fun while we're serving God, because it's so much easier to serve God when it's fun, and it is fun. It's the best thing in this world, the best thing in the next world, the best thing you can do with your life, the most enjoyable thing you can do with your life is serving the Almighty. Go for it. Have fun.